this? Loading screen? Katawa? Eyes open. I wake up in a strange room. Solid morning light shimmers against the strange room. This is your room, dude. Do you not remember? Solid morning light shimmers against the light gray ceiling. I had forgotten to draw the curtains closed last night. This is my room, isn't it? Oh, he got it. My room. This is the third room this year that I'm supposed to call mine. Various things around here remind me that indeed. It's me who's supposed to be the one living here. My bag's on the floor, my new school books on the desk, my numerous medications on the table. I stare at the bottles for a moment, deliberating until I open a bottle, shake out a pill, and pop a tablet from a foil sheet. I down them with a chaser of water without thinking about the chemistry. My uniforms are in the closet. I slink out from under the sheets and stretch my back before dressing up. Putting on a new school uniform feels like dressing in someone else's clothes. The artificial smell of generic detergent invades my nose, but the feeling of fresh cloth against my back is a good one, a natural one. It feels like a school uniform, as it should. It's not much different from what I used to wear before. That goes for other things too. So far, this place seems more or less like a normal school. Except for the people. Yeah, they're pretty weird so far. I think back to my talk with Kinji yesterday. Misha's constant laughter and Shizuni's sweeping sign language gestures. Well, I've only met 3 students so far. Maybe they aren't that normal, but I'm sure others are. Or perhaps people like them are what passes for normal around here. Yeah, what does pass for normal around here? What do people do? I didn't see a lot of kids hanging around after classes yesterday, so maybe there are clubs. If so, I should probably join one. All through class, the question remains on my mind, so I decide to ask Shizuni about it when we split into groups. After all, she did say if I had anything I wanted to know, I should ask her. Awkward stare. More awkward stares. Angry, awkward stare. She crosses her arms and shifts her gaze slowly to Misha, who looks more preoccupied with trying to grind the eraser of her pencil down so that the top is perfect and evenly flat. More awkward, angry stares. And hello, pink woman. Ha 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 ha. Sorry, Sis-chan. Is there something you wanted from me? Oh, I see. That's a good question, Hichan. My first thought is that means she doesn't know, which is worrying. Maybe I'm being too negative. Well, anyway, Misha, please don't prove me right. Awkward. Well, that's right. Everyone is encouraged to join a club. A lot of people do so because there isn't really anything else to do. There are also school events, like the festival coming up in a few days. Almost every student in the class tends to help out with it, doing whatever. So you actually transferred in at a busy time. Maybe you can help out too. Sure, why not? What's the festival about? Misha freezes. Evil laughter. I don't know, Hichan. The truth is, it's a local event, and I'm not from this area, so... Oh my god, crazy movements. She starts signing desperately to Shizuni, asking her to bail her out. Shizuni adjusts her glasses at the end of an oddly I would take the time to try and pronounce that. Grandiose flourish. Grandiose flourish and start signing hard and heavy. Or sighing hard and heavy, one of the two. I wasn't paying close attention. Awkward stare. Awkward smile. Awkward confused face. Oh. Who cares? I care. That's why I asked. Misha puffs out her chest as she shouts Shizuni's words out at me with a disproportionate amount of pride. Too loud. I can see heads turning to look in our direction. Not so loud, woman. Dot dot dot. Human beings evolve with each new generation. The ideals and beliefs behind a festival will inevitably change with time. What the hell are you talking about? What is going on? Angry, awkward silence. Now it's about delicious fried food and amusing little games that you play to win prizes. What the heck? The teacher clears his throat very loudly, batting his long wooden pointer against his other palm like a sexual innuendos are sexual. He shoots a pointed gaze at us. Finally noticing where we are, Misha stifles a yelp and quickly quiets down. Shizuni doesn't seem embarrassed at all, though, brushing it off without a care. Awkward silence. We're in the middle of class and should start working. Yeah, that's right, Shichan. What? That's right, Hichan. Are you asking because you're interested in joining a club? It could have been my eyes playing tricks on me, but I think I saw a suspicious glance exchange between them. Misha's tone had also changed, although it does that every other word anyway. I'm gonna have to keep that in mind whenever I'm making her voice. Yeah, I was thinking about it. Misha and Shizuni look at each other again. I'm about to ask what they have in mind when something dark flutters in my peripheral vision, catching my attention. Out of the corner of my eye, I see the girl with long dark hair get up from her desk and slip silently towards the door. It doesn't seem like she was working in any group, and no one seems to notice her but me. I glance at the teacher, who's also looking at the dark-haired girl go. Why doesn't he say anything? Hichan, is something wrong? Do I look as uneasy as I feel? Or was Misha just looking at me after the girl who left? No, nothing. Excited, awkward face. Okay, well, like we were asking, you don't have any plans for lunch today, do you? I thought I would go to the library and pick up some books. No, not really. You such a liar, Sal. Do you want to have lunch together then? Then? Huh? Do you? No. Sure. ... Yay, evil laughter. Okay, Hichan, perfect. The rest of class passes uneventfully. The girl with the long hair never came back. Before I have the time to put any more thought into where she would have gone, the teacher informs us that it's time to stop working. Shizuni looks more than a little annoyed that we only just barely managed to finish all our work on time. I'm just glad we finished it at all. It's not a contest or anything. Angry face. I'm so sick of her. Yes, it is, Hichan. What? Impossible. Really? Really. I've noticed this before, but it's kind of funny how Misha is always moving her hands and signing not only everything she says, but what anyone else is saying at any given time. Obviously, it must be so Shizuni can understand it. Her eyes dart back and forth between Misha's hands and me. I don't know who I'm supposed to be looking at. I'm talking to Misha, but that might be wrong. Maybe I should face Shizuni. I'm used to looking in the direction of the person whose voice I'm hearing, but really, Shizuni can't hear me, but it would be disrespectful to talk to her only through Misha. Then again, isn't that what she's doing? No, she's looking at me. She's at least looking at me. This is all very confusing and will take some time to get used to. Yeah, there's so much going on. I don't know who to talk to. Just look at the ground. It's not a contest because contests are competitions over a prize. If there's no prize on the line, it's not really a contest. Happy face. Shizuni's eyes flash dangerously with a competitive glare. She stares at me as if surprised that I'm challenging her. I think maybe this is a contest to her. I never noticed before how dark and blue her eyes were. It's truly an alluring gaze. Man, they are pretty blue. I still like Shizuni. She's pretty awesome, I think. But that's just me. Are you sure, Hichan? Very sure. Yeah, Sal, stand your ground. Haha, you're wrong, Hachan, because I don't want to be the slowest one in the class. Therefore, what's on the line is my confidence in my abilities, and the prize is the satisfaction of proving them. Alright, Shizune. Laughter. Happy face. Shizune pushes her glasses up to the bridge of her nose in a matter-of-fact way. Oh, so you're kind of proud. You have some pride issues, huh? You think you the stuff, you the tish. I'd argue more, but the bell rings, and she quickly gets up and picks up her bags, looking at me expectantly. I'd almost forgotten that I was supposed to have lunch with them. Oh shoot, here they are again. Smiley face. Where do you want to eat? The cafeteria? Ho 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 ho. That's so plain. Okay, let's go. Plain? Well, I guess. At my old school, I liked to eat outside near the back of the building. It was a good spot, but I didn't find it until near the end of my freshman year. I wonder if there is any similar place to eat here. Misha seems to imply as much. Shizune and Misha pull me towards the cafeteria, which is surprisingly not packed. Maybe some students favor eating in classrooms or outdoors. I saw some of my classmates had boxed lunches. What grade is this? After we finish eating, Misha picks up where we left off earlier. So, Hachan, you wanted to know about clubs and stuff, right? ... Right, Hachan. Okay, I guess it makes sense to ask first. Exchanging little nods of confirmation, they turn to face me again, and Misha straightens her posture as if she is about to deliver a speech. I am not in the mood for a speech. Hachan, do you have anything you're really interested in? I used to play soccer, but I'm not really into it. I don't follow the teams and players or anything like that. As of late, I usually just read a lot. There is there's a book club, right, Hachan? Right. But it seems like they have all the members they can possibly have right now. Sorry, Hachan, it's a really popular club. ... Happy face. Oh, yeah, okay. But more to the point, Hachan, does this mean that you don't have anything already in mind? No, not really. ... Happy face. Good, great, that's just great. Hachan, really great. Ha ha ha, evil laughter. Why is that so great? No reason. Well, Hachan, other than clubs and the upcoming festival, there is one other thing. Student council! Student council, Lulu. I see. I didn't know this school had a student council. That was a very melodramatic setup, though, just to tell me that. Yeah, this was way too big a deal. I'm pretty sure the two of them know this because Shizune looks a little embarrassed about it and Misha is laughing. Oh yeah, you are embarrassed. How about that? Laughter. Shizune quickly retakes control of the discussion in a manner of speaking. After all, it's still Misha who has to voice whatever she says. ... Slight grin on the face. Right. Hachan, maybe you should join the student council. They could use more people. Definitely. You should definitely join. Why should I do that? Well, for one, we could hang out every day. Oh, that would be delightful. Hachan and I are both in the student council. Actually, Hachan is the president. Are you? A woman with power. I like it. I'm starting to get the suspicion that Shizune and Misha might not exactly be the most unbiased people to talk to about this. As if reading my mind, Shizune quickly adjusts her glasses and signs something to Misha. ... Grab the glasses, happy face. Of course, we're not trying to get you to join just because we would obviously benefit from you joining the student council and therefore have an incentive to try and get you to. So you're admitting that. ... Straight face. Ha ha ha. No, we admit nothing. I mean, Hachan, of course it would be nice if you joined and we'd appreciate it. But even without all that, joining the student council shows a healthy interest in the workings of one's school. It's true, Hachan. Besides, don't you want to spend time with us after school, Hachan? Not really, because y'all kind of freak me out a little bit. Shizuni's kind of cool, but you're weird. I can't tell if she's being genuine or if this is just really good acting. Both of them seem to be trying hard to look their cutest, although they are pretty cute to begin with. Ooh, Hasao, you are dirty. Well, happy face. So it's settled then. Welcome to the student council, Hachan. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold up, woman. Aw, see, Hachan? Of course it wouldn't go so easily. ... Confident face. Yep, that's right though. It'd be boring if it went that smoothly. Oh well, Shachan owes me candy now. They were making a bet, I'm guessing. You were betting on it? Hey, my life is not a game here. Shizuni seems really intrigued by this when Misha signs it to her. The aggressive glint returns to her eyes. What? ... Happy face. Evil laughter. That's interesting, Hachan. Let's play a game. What? That's not what I said. How about Rich Man, Poor Man? I've never even heard of that. If you lose, you have to join the student council. What is that? I'm gonna have to Google that afterwards. No, absolutely not. Oh, why not? Well, because you two both have the same incentive, and therefore the same goal, which is to get me to join the student council, right? ... Happy face again, grab the glasses, ... Yup. Yeah, that isn't my goal. But what this means is that both of you can team up, and I'll be at a clear disadvantage, so I will have to decline. ... Discouraged face. Hachan, I'm very offended. Are you saying you don't trust us? And that we would pull something so disingenuous? That makes me sad. Are you stupid or something, woman? I'm sorry? It's hard to tell where Shizuni's influence ends and Misha's thoughts begin. ... Angry face. In order to atone for hurting a young girl's feelings, you should definitely join the student council. I don't like where you're going with this. No. How about a game of paper football instead of Rich Man, Poor Man? Paper football? What the hell is that? Yeah, it's a game they play in the Americas. You make a paper triangle, and then you try to shoot it past goalposts that the other player makes with their fingers. Isn't it cool? It's the ultimate form of competition between two people, Chan. ... And it's also played by elementary and middle school children, Shachan. Wahahaha. That means it's a game that really separates the boys from the men. More like the boys from the slightly older boys. Anyway, I'm not going to play that either. Just the fact that you know about it means you're probably surprisingly good at it. Wahahaha. Yeah, that's true. How'd you know, Hachan? Because I'm not stupid. Shizuni frowns at Misha, telling me that she probably wasn't supposed to admit to that so readily. I wouldn't say that I'm happy with their attempts to get me into the student council, but I'm a little curious about what the student council here is, or what it does here. I've never been on one before, or even known anybody who was a member of it, so it interests me. I also kind of like Shizuni and Misha, so maybe it wouldn't be so bad. ... Okay, Hichan, how about Risk? Oh, I love that game. The game of world domination. That was a good game. I don't know what that is. I do. It's really fun, Hichan. You fight for control of the world, the armies and everything. Sounds like Shizuni would be good at it. Yes, she probably would. If you want to play, we can play after school. ... Oh, really, Shichan? We can play just for fun. Shichan hasn't played in a long time, so if you want to, there's no strings attached. Well, alright. Okay. Perfect. We'll see you after school in the student council room, then, Hichan. Wait, why there? Because that's where we keep the game. Oh, you sly dogs. Evil laughter. Yeah, they're up to something. Obviously. I grimace to tell them how much I do not like this, but it's more for show than anything. So in the end I agree, but only after getting Shizuni to acknowledge that I don't mean anything concrete just by accepting to take a look around and play a game with her. Lunch ends and we go back to class. Whoa, there she goes again. During afternoon classes, the long-haired girl comes back and sits down in her seat without a word. Again, no one seems to notice, or if they do, no one says anything. I want to ask Misha about it, but I don't want to be nosy. After school, Shizune and Misha quickly find me by the first floor lobby and latch onto me. Oh god, this is how rape starts. I don't like where this is going. Covering each flank in case I might try to escape. What the hell? Let me go. I feel a little offended, but I'd been considering it. Nevertheless, I'm a bit disturbed that enough people have made a break for it in the past that they're on their guard. What's with the escort? This doesn't make me feel very comfortable. In fact, it makes me feel like a dangerous prisoner that being transported to his cell. Evil laughter. What's wrong, Hachan? ... Happy face. A little bit of laughter, probably. That's right. We're just going to play a game of Risk, remember? I don't know, Misha. This all seems a little sinister to me. I start thinking that when we sit down to play the game, they'll tie me down and torture me until I agree to join the student council. Yeah, that's probably about right. Well, that's highly unlikely, but still. No, I don't think it's that unlikely. For some reason, it just seems like it would be so plausible. Yeah, it is. I agree with you, Hasao. You're smart. Getting to the student council room is as simple as turning 2 corners from where we started. What? That's it? This makes you guys being so on top of me seem a little silly. They just want you, Hasao. They want the Disnick. ... That's not true, Hachan. Hachan said these names are just freaking me out. They're making me get mind blown. Not even mind blown. Mind. You see, I'm turning into an idiot. Hachan says that when their life is threatened, people have shown the capability to pull off superhuman bursts of speed. Life is threatened? Why is my life threatened? Her expression unchanging, Misha signs something amusedly to Shizune, who makes a baffling face and puts her hands behind her back, looking pleased with herself. The hell? Misha feigns deafness and hums cheerily. Stop that. I know you heard me. You have no excuse, unlike Shizune. Shizune opens the door to the student council room. It's very plain, sparsely, doesn't matter, decorated room, although it is quite large, maybe even a little larger than a classroom. There's a big table in the center surrounded by chairs, and a smaller desk prominently placed in the back that I assume is Shizune's. There are a few regular desks and chairs stacked to one side, as well, extras, I guess. Aside from the tables and chairs, the room doesn't have much else to offer. Just a couple of filing cabinets and bookshelves stacked with old school records and documents. Not much else, in fact. Nothing else. This is a pretty bleak room. They could at least put a potted plant in here or something. But the most noticeable thing that this room doesn't have is other people. Are we early? ... No. What do you mean, no? Does it mean nobody else is coming today? ... Laughter. Yeah, that's right. What? Before I manage to ask why that's the case, Shizune claps her hands together very energetically. ... What the hell was that for? Hachan, let's play Risk. Come on, you promised, didn't you? You have to. Ha ha ha. Okay. Do you want to know the rules? We can explain to you while we set everything up. While Misha is talking, Shizune takes out what looks like a game board from behind one of the filing cabinets and throws it on the table. Actually, this looks kind of interesting. It is interesting. I love that game. After Misha spends a little too long for her liking running through the basics with a somewhat vague and confusing tutorial, Shizune cuts in and declares the game has started with a decisive motion, slicing her arm through the air. Shizune's aggressiveness is rubbing off onto me. I start feeling more competitive than I intended to be when I agreed to this. Halfway into the game, while I try to ponder how to defend against Shizune's assault from 2 fronts, she breaks my concentration by drumming her fingers on the table to get my attention. ... face. Hichan wants you to know that you are taking too long to make a move. Hichan also says that she will let you keep Australia if you agree to join the student council. I thought this was a game with no strings attached. Just the fact that she would dangle that over my head as an offer means that she knows I care about the outcome of this game. And anyway, no. ... Happy face. Hichan admires your fighting spirit and would be a benevolent dictator who will spare your people if you agree to join the student council. Evil laughter. You're so competitive, Shizune. She seems to take this as a compliment. Happy face. I would expect the student council president to be a little bit more... I know this word. I'm just so tired. Magnanimous. Anyway. Magnanimous. Yeah, she's confused too. She doesn't seem to know what the word means or how it's signed, so she pulls out a piece of paper and writes it for Shizune, who in return signs it back to Misha. Misha presses her index finger against her temples as if trying to physically imprint the word into her memory. ... Happy face. Suddenly, Shizune bursts into a flurry of gestures. Misha looks daunted by the pace of her heated signing. Oh wait, please slow down, Hichan. Hichan says all these names. Hichan says you're going to lose. Tell her I will crush her world empire with my rebellion. Ah, okay. Whoa. What is it? That is a new face. Those eyes of hers shine with childlike mischief. ... She says you have no chance if you keep playing like this. No, you won't. She has a point. Attack aggressively. It's a trap. It's smarter to play defensively here. I don't know. I'm usually more of a defensive player, so I think that's what I'm going to do. It's likely that she's just trying to psych me out. Looking at the board again, I have a pretty good defense set up, and I'm not going to wreck it by doing something reckless. A few turns later, I lose the game anyway. Piss. Shizune adjusts her glasses victoriously and allows herself to tentatively pump a fist in the air. Fist pumping, dum, 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 in the air in celebration. ... Happy face, victory face. Evil laughter. Hichan, you lose when you allowed me to take North America. I mean, Hichan, not me. What? ... Angry face. Getting control of North America is ambitious because it provides a 5 army bonus, but you can attack it from 3 fronts, so you must defend them all. Gotta defend them all. I thought you'd have more guts. How disappointing. Well, I wish I was looking at the game board. Ambition. Hichan, your play needs to be more daring. Ambition. Ambition! She looks pissed. Why are you so pissed? I was really excited when you took South America, but then you switched to playing defensively just because you gained a small advantage. That's no good, Hichan. Oh, God, woman. You didn't take enough risks. And when you did, you didn't follow through. That's terrible, Hichan. Damn, what's it to her if I played too carefully? There's no need to rub it in my face. Whoa. I wonder if you'd even be any good for the student council. I don't even want to be a part of it. What's this reverse psychology? I guess I don't have to worry about joining or not in that case. ... Giving up just like that? I expected more of you. Seriously, is Shizune trying to taunt me into joining the council? Besides, I don't even want to join. It's only my second day. I can't make that kind of commitment. I haven't even taken a look at any other clubs yet. And these two, they're a little weird. I agree. Fine, I'll consider joining the council. But I want to take a look at the clubs before I decide. Really, Hichan? You're not just saying that to make us feel better? Yes. Yeah. I'm just not sure that I want to. Aw. ... Okay, Hichan, but we're not going to give up so easily. You said maybe, so there's still a chance you'll come around. ... Come on. We could really have fun. We could play more Risk, and maybe one day you could beat me. Unless we graduate before that. Wow, that doesn't make me feel any less reluctant about joining, you know. Dot dot dot. Evil laughter. Surely you're not that horrible at board games. Maybe we can play a game you know then, to give you a handicap. I already have a handicap. I might have said that just to make you feel better after all. Oh, that's cold, Hachan. Real cold. It's cold, dog. It's cold. I take a glance at the clock on the wall and realize I've spent far longer playing Risk than I expected. That's how Risk goes. It takes a long time. Sorry, I think I have to go. I wanted to go to the library. It's not closed yet, is it? Shizune scratches her head and gestures at Misha. How hard can it be to determine whether the library is open? There's a clock right there on the wall. Maybe she's blind too. But then again, how would she be playing Risk? Never mind. It should be, unless the librarian is absent. I think you're right, Shichan. We think the library is open. It's on the second floor. Can't miss it. Do you want us to show you where it is? No thanks. No thanks. It's okay. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. One flight of stairs up and I run into problems. The second floor hallway is a carbon copy of the third floor one. Wide, of course, and plain like only hallways can be. The problem is that the library's whereabouts are not as easily determined as one would think. The class, well, maybe you should have stuck with them, even though they are kind of weird. The classrooms are marked with signs stating which class they belong to, but then there is a plethora of others, unmarked rooms. Is the library one of them, or is it just somewhere down the hallway? I bet on the latter, and choose my direction at random. After I turn around the corner, an unmarked door draws my attention because it's not closed. It's not open either, though. Just barely ajar, so that I can see it's open and nothing else. It would make sense for the library door to be invitingly open, and while this one is not quite like that, it's good enough. At the very least, it seems that someone is inside and I can ask for directions no matter how embarrassing that is. It's not that embarrassing. You're new here. I gingerly push on the center of the door with my fingertips, every muscle in my arm ready to pull back at a moment's notice. The feeling of being an outsider to this school can't be shaken from my mind, so much so that I instinctively fear doing something wrong by entering. I need to put some grease on that door. A little bit of that WD-40. The door slowly creaks as if groaning from a deep sleep, though is much easier to open than I'd anticipated. Leaning over and poking my head over ever further inside to gain sight of the room as fast as possible, the meek "Hello? Hello?" on my lips is quickly snatched away. Whoa, bright la ha ha